Hey going on everybody, my name's Coach Man. I'm super excited to have you guys here today. Today we're checking out the new leaks for the Axie Infinity cards, the back cards in particular. There's a lot of new details and a lot of new information that have just come out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you haven't been here before, make sure you guys sub down below. Also leave a like on the video and leave a comment if you would like. Let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so here we are on the Lunacian Origin sneak peek on the back cards. There's lots of information here. It's really exciting. So let's just dive into it. We were delighted to see the electric response from the community to Tuesday's preview of the Origins Tail cards. The feedback around the art and new mechanics were amazing, and we can't wait for you to finally get to try them out for yourselves. Today, we have a new batch of cards to reveal. The backs. Again, please note that cards are dynamic and will change over time based on feedback from the community and data we collect around relative power. This is you guys. Do not make financial decisions surrounding these cards because obviously they are dynamic and they will change later on, most likely. Now, let's get right in to the cards. So here we've got the Bone Sail. So it's a team buff card from the looks of it. It's a secret card as well. We're not really sure how the secret cards work. And what I've noticed from going through all of these is that all the secret cards have a similar like type of description. And I think that will get redone when Origins releases. Okay, so moving on to Tri-Spikes, just like how it is right now, it's going to do 3 hits. Nothing really has changed there. I think overall in this update that they're reducing the damage and shield that you actually get. That's what I've noticed at least. The cards have just been all scaled down. But yeah, so moving on to Green Thorns. Now this is one that I found really interesting. I actually think that this has some serious potential to be a good card. Applying 2 poison 6 times to random targets. So you can't choose your targets, but if you were to, for example, poison someone 3 times, the same Axie 3 times, you know, you've got a status of 6 poison, and that's doing 12 damage a turn, which is a really good card in my opinion, and that's probably something that I would look into, or I may look into. Indian Star, target any ally. So this is another secret. I thought that this had potential with big shield cards because, you know, you reflect 25% of the damage that you lose. Sorry, I think this has potential because it reflects 25% of the damage that your shield takes, which could be good for a large shield deck. Red Ear, target any ally. That just sounds like a buff. Not much you really talk about there. So Croc, target any ally. Next turn after the target is attacked, apply bleed to the attacker for 4 turns. All right, now moving on to the bird cards. So we've got Balloon, apply fear for 4 turns. Cupid, so bleed again. If bleed is a good debuff, I think that will be a decent card. You know, I think 60 attack is probably like the bigger damage that you can get with this update, so that's probably going to be a pretty decent card. Raven, I thought Raven was pretty interesting too. With the Jinx debuff, I assume that may be a false or fake card that when used it just doesn't work. So that could be a potential good card there. Of course, that's just my opinion. It's probably not going to be what it is, but that is just like a thought and opinion that I had and I thought from reading about it. Pigeon Post, so 1 blackmail. I wasn't really sure about what this means. Like maybe you have like negative effects for using a card with blackmail, or just, you know, I don't really know how it would work, but you know, it could be a really good card, and it's also got 55 damage, so it has potential, seriously. This one I thought was really interesting. I thought this is probably one of the better secret cards on the list here. So target any ally. Next attack against the target is reflected for 85 damage. Now that is a lot of damage. As I've been talking about, 60 to 70 is probably like the maximum cards do. And that seems to be a pretty decent card. Tri-Feather, I thought this one might be a really good card with a poison deck potentially, because because it attacks all enemies and it knocks them all down, which is what a poison tries to do. It tries to slowly just knock down all of your enemies at the same time. And I mean, if you use this card and attack 3 people, you're effectively doing 75 damage in a turn, which is pretty decent overall. Now we're going to move on to the beast cards here. So we've got Ronin. I thought that this card had some pretty good potential, especially with high energy yield decks, so ones that generate a lot of energy. I'm not sure how energy generation will go with the next version of battling, but if you have a high energy deck, I expect this card to be really good if stacked with lots of cards in the same turn. Hero, draw 1 card, not much really there. That's just, you know, you attack and draw a card. It seems like a pretty good card as well. So 60 damage and 1 card additional. Pretty good, can't really complain. Jaguar here, so apply bleed for 4 turns. This seems like a pretty good card as well, if I'm being honest. I mean, like, obviously you don't have 1 of these each, but I think that this has some potential with a deck. You know, 60 damage and then bleed damage for 4 turns on that same Axie, that has some potential to do some serious work. Risky Beast, so apply weak to this Axie for 2 turns. I thought that this might be reduced stat points, so, you know, if you like use this card, then the Axie affected would be having reduced stat points. So like your attacks might do more damage, or it might do more damage to it might do less damage to you, etc, etc. I think it has a good use case for sure. Timber, target any ally. Next turn, after an ally is attacked, add 1 lumber shield to your hand. So I was a bit unsure about this one. It may be good depending on what lumber shield actually is. If lumber shield does what I think it's going to do in preventing lots of damage, it could have some serious use case and potential there. Furball, there's not much there other than it deals 2 hits, but that's 80 damage in total, so it could be good against the plant cards for sure. That's a fair bit of damage there that you could potentially do. Okay, now we're moving on to the bug cards. So Snail Shell. Now, I don't know about this one. It seems like it might be a team buff and it might help your team out, but I'm not really sure. Like, it's a bit of a weird card. Its description is target any ally next turn after the target is attacked, shuffle 1 goo into your opponent's discard pile. So you're targeting any ally, and I'm not sure why you'd be targeting an ally. And then the next turn, after the target is attacked, you shuffle 1 goo into your opponent's deck. So you target an ally, and then the opponent attacks you, and then they get goo into their discard pile, which it might disrupt the card cycle potentially, I thought, or cause like you to not be able to draw a card out. I was a bit confused about this one, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit weird. Garish Worm, so apply 2 poison per attack card played this turn. This is a pretty good card. Obviously it's got a really high damage here, but it's 2 energy, similar with Sandal down here. So it's 2 energy, but you have a really high damage card, and if you play lots of cards in that round, you are going to add 2 poison per attack card, which is a pretty good deal. That's a lot of potential damage that you can get. Buzz, attack all enemies, shuffle 1 daze into your opponent's discard pile. So I was a bit unsure about this one. It kind of, like, to me, it kind of sounded a little bit trash, unless the daze debuff is good. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it does attack all enemies, which is a good thing, but otherwise it doesn't really sound too special. Sandal, so apply fear for 2 turns. If target previously has fear, deal 50% more damage. So I thought that this would be good for a prolonged battle, and one that you can continuously use Sandal against the same opponent. So Scarab next, gain 30 shield, apply Dow for 4 turns. I mean, I was trying to think about what Dow actually does, and potentially it may increase the chance of attacks missing, or just doing less damage, or something similar. But I imagine it would be a debuff that stops the other team attacking. Spiky Wing, deal 25% more damage to shield. Probably a good card to have against plants and other Axies which have high shields. Obviously 70 damage is a pretty big damage in this update, and 25% more is an extra boost, which could be a potential winning factor in a game. All right, now we've got the aquatic cards. So we've got Hermit. Now, this one to me seemed like a really, really good card. It's a secret, obviously, so you don't know what it does, but it attacks any, so it targets any ally, and then if the opponent attacks it, it negates one attack on that ally. So it's pretty much like a stun. So I think that would be a really good card to have, and I imagine that it may also apply shield as well. Obviously it's a secret, so it can change, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. Blue Moon, draw one card. Can't complain about that. That's a 1 energy card, 60 damage, draw a card. It's probably going to be really helpful. Goldfish, pretty much the exact same, except you have to use it first in the turn, I imagine, or you have to use it on a really fast Axie and attack first with it. I'm not really sure. I guess we'll wait and see for that one. Sponge, to me this sounded a bit trash. I'm not really sure what this is. Target any ally, next turn apply 5 damage boost to shielded target if its shield is broken. There's too many words there. I don't really know what's going on, but it doesn't sound like a really good card anyway. 5 damage boost, 5 damage is peanuts. That's not very much at all. I just don't really think that's very good, but we'll wait and see. An enemy, this card to me kind of sounded like, honestly, shit. It seems like it's got a really big nerf, and it only heals you 20 HP. I mean, it does 50 health, it does 50 damage, but I don't know, it seems like a big downgrade from what it is, so I expect an enemy dex to not be as amazing in the next update. Perch, deal 4 hits, prioritize target with lowest HP. I thought this one was actually a really good card. If you're trying to finish off an opponent, could seriously do some serious work. It does 4 hits, obviously, with 30 damage each hit, so that's 120 damage, and it also prioritizes the lowest HP target, so you can just finish off a target at the back or the middle that is low health, but obviously it's 2 energy, so we'll have to wait and see there. All right, now the plants. So the turnip, this is a really exciting one because it actually confirms that we're able to summon units, which is really cool. You know, like it just confirms that we're able to summon extra units, which we might be able to help our Axies with. And it's just a very exciting card. Actually, I was like, when I read this one, I was like, yes, this is going to be great. This is going to be so good. So let's just read it. So after your opponent summons a unit, deal 25 damage to it. So the units are actually going to have health as well, so they may last a couple turns and may be able to tank for your larger Axie. So that could be a really important card to have in the game. This one was also really cool. So Shitake, summon a mushroom. So that would, I imagine, be a unit that will be able to tank and do damage for you, or maybe even generate energy or something similar. It's very exciting. We don't actually know what they do, but it's pretty cool either way. Bidens, target any ally, remove all debuffs on target, so it could be random if it applies to your ally that you want. Seems like a good card, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it works. Watering Can, it's a secret, so target any ally, next turn after an ally is attacked, add 1 pure water to your hand. Now, this is obviously a secret. I'm not really sure about it. Depends if pure water is good. If pure water is good, it's going to be a pretty decent card. It does 60. Is it 60 shield? I think that's a shield. I think the red ones are damage and the blues are shield. So that could be pretty decent. Mint, shield your team and apply 1 cleanser. Sounds pretty good. I think it would apply 20 shield to everybody. So, you know, seems all right. And then last but not least is Pumpkin. It's always been a solid card, and I think it's still going to be a solid card with what it says here. So target any ally next turn after the target is attacked, draw 1 card. So it pretty much does the same thing as it does now. But yeah, guys, that is my review on the cards. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the channel. It would really help me out. Make sure you guys comment down below and also subscribe. Would mean a lot to me. Also share the video with your friends and family if you think it would help them. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, catch you guys. See you later. Bye.